EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it here. This is James White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a give right side. It's Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? He finds his man complete. That's Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. A give to Elliott. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep. Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back out. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Fine work there on the touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Jones throwing on first down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory able to get him for a loss of about 3. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And they'll get this down to the 10.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson from 4 yards out. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Now Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run the counter. Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They run once more with Stevenson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that's going to be a first down to the 35 as the clock continues to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey,
To throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
I got you. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen. Pass.
Prescott. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9. And compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Now watch one.
One last shot now for Prescott. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1,